This video made possible by csgopher.com, advanced Counter-Strike statistics. What is up, guys? My name is Evo, and we are back with Betting Made Easy for September 16th, 2014. Now, as you guys can see, there are 14 matches available for betting today on CSGO Lounge. Now, for your sanity and my sanity, I will not be covering all 14 of these, as that would just be like a 30-minute video and it'd just be obnoxious. So what I've done is, on the left, you have my full predictions. Now, before you bet, please do not just blindly follow those predictions and bet on every single game. These are just brief analysis. The only 3 games I've deeply gone into are the 3 games I'm betting on. Now, the reason for that, the odds are not very favorable on many of these matchups. Like, for instance, NIP versus LDLC, 75-25 in a best of 3. Like, there's no way LDLC wins that. But the odds are, like, it's just so not worth betting on many of these games today. So I've chose 3 games that I'm betting on today, and I've analyzed all 3 of those very deeply, and hopefully we can be successful on those. But if you are someone who must bet on every single game, be it with shitty skins or good skins, there are full predictions on the left. But I imagine probably 80% of those are going to be correct, but there are always the chances for upsets. But anyways, let's get into match number 1 here. So the first game I'm betting on is Hellraisers versus Planet Key Dynamics. This is the best one in the map is to be determined or to be announced. Lineup number 1 for Hellraisers, we have Angel, Simple, Kucher, Markelov, and Doja. Lineup number 2 for PKD, we have Strux1, Next, Stavros, CLY, and Troubly. Head-to-head matchup, not available. Odds on CSGO Lounge are 63-37 in favor of Hellraisers, whereas I personally give this an odds of 40-60 for PKD. My recommendation, medium-high on PKD, risk low-medium. My bet $10 on PKD. Now, the reason for this, Hellraisers has performed absolutely terribly. Like, they had one close game versus Dignitas, even with a sub, but other than that, they just haven't came to play in so long. And I used to be a big believer in Hellraisers being kind of like the mouse sports, where they just randomly turn on and just upset all these pro teams. Well, the thing is, they haven't done that in so long that I cannot see these odds being even like realistically close. I was blown away when I saw these odds. PKD showed they can play versus mouse sports. Like, that they were 13% underdog and they beat them in a best of 3. Like, that's incredible. They've just played overall like really well, and I believe personally they can take this match like 16-8, 16-7, I'm talking. And yeah, somehow the odds are favoring Hellraisers. But anyways, yeah, my highlights for this matchup, CLY, and like, I mean, Markelov, Doja, if they come to play, can be devastating, but they haven't in so long. I wouldn't really be counting on them. So for match number 2 that I'm betting on, we have Titan versus Dignitas. Now, you should be aware this is the first matchup for Titan versus Dig because it's on Inferno. That's why I'm betting on it. The second one is on Train, I think, where Dignitas will probably roll them. So Titan is 4-1 in their last 5 matches. Dignitas is 3-2. This is the best one on Inferno. Lineup number 1 for Titan, we have Kenny S, Apex, Kaylee, Existence, and Maniac. Lineup number 2 for Dignitas, we have AZ, Device, Zipnix, Dupree, and Fetish. Head-to-head matchup, not available. Odds on CSGO Lounge are 40-60 in favor of Dignitas. My personal odds, I give it 55-45 for Titan. And the reason for this, Titan is just, they've been surprisingly good. Like, of the 3 French teams that were reformed, Titan was considered to be the B team. Like, there was LDLC, the A team, Epsilon, the C team, and Titan, the B team. And Titan has definitely proven they are the better team of the 3, like, substantially. Like, they've actually come together as this lineup, and they're good. They are good. I'd say, like, Kaylee is probably their weakest player, and it's just, like, it's still coming together whether they want to run the double op setup. But anyways, I don't want to totally get into the analysis there, but that's basically my back point on Titan. Dig only beat Epsilon on 16-8 on Inferno, and Dig is supposed to be like, you know, this concrete best CT team in the world, and then they're barely getting by versus Pepsilon. Like, come on. And they just haven't, like, they haven't really come to form yet. Like, Dignitas, they used to be so strong, and now they're just kind of rocky and shaky. So I consider this bet medium risk, as there is always a chance that Dignitas is probably the better team at heart, but they have not been showing it. So my bet, $4 on Titan. Highlights for this matchup, Kenny S, Device, and Apex. So for match number 3 for today, guys, is the final match I'm betting on. We have LDLC versus MyXMG, and I don't even have their last 5 matches. I'm so bad. Give me 2 seconds here, guys. MyXMG versus LDLC. LDLC is 2-3. MyXMG is 3-2. All right, so this is the best one on to be announced also. And lineup number 1 for LDLC, we have Shocks, MBK, Smiths, Happy, and Kiyoshima. Lineup number 2 for MyXMG, we have MSL, Hunden, PNX, Kev, and Tensky. Head-to-head matchup not available. Odds on CSGO Lounge 63-37. My personal odds 65-35. Now, I know that IXMG upset Virtus Pro yesterday, and they upset Unwanted. That was actually a surprisingly good team. They were both kind of flukes to me. Like, I watched both matches, and they seemed like they just kind of came out of nowhere and just stormed through the front. And it seemed really random and like inconsistent, because I've watched my XMG play before, and yeah, they have the potential to be good, but like for instance, when MSL came to sub for Dignitas, he didn't get a single kill for the first like 20 rounds. So yeah, like if they play against a team like LDLC that has the best aimers, like some of the best aimers in the world, like I can't see them just being able to shut them out like that. So if anything, this will probably go the distance, but I would realistically bet that LDLC can take this. My recommendation, medium high on LDLC, risk low to medium. My bet, $5 LDLC. Good payout, because it is only like 60-40 odds almost, so it is a pretty decent payout. LDLC has started to come together, and XMG has higher odds due to the recent upset. So like if they had a lost both games yesterday, these odds would be like 80-20, but because they won, they're skewed to 60-40. So understandably. All right, guys, that actually brings us to the end of Betting Made Easy for September 16th, 2014. Now, I'm sorry if you guys were expecting a full analysis of all 14 matchups, but that would just, I can't do that. Like, I'm trying to, the reason I was away all weekend, that's why I haven't been able to upload as many videos for you guys. But I assure you, there will be more Betting Made Easy videos every single day for the foreseeable future. But yeah, all right, I will see you guys tomorrow, and good luck betting.